Hey everybody, you're listening to Second Round Steals as we go through our 2015-2016 NBA team previews. Be sure to check out the rest of our previews, and don't forget to stay tuned with us for regular updates throughout the season. Hey everybody, we're back, here to talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers. Alright Charles, give me their stats.
So last year, everybody knows they were 53-29. They lost in the finals to the Warriors with a pretty injury-depleted team. They didn't have Kyrie Irving, they didn't have Kevin Love, and that's basically two of their big stars. And the Warriors still might have won, even if the Cavs were at full strength, but it'll be interesting to see if the Cavs are healthy this year and see how far they go.
Right, definitely. Okay, so for as far as acquisitions and losses, over this summer they signed Mo Williams, Richard Jefferson.
Back.
Yeah. Richard Jefferson, Sasha Cone. Is that how you pronounce that name, Cone?
Sasha Khan.
Khan?
It's like Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan? Okay.
Shaka Khan.
Jared Cunningham. And for their losses, you got Sean Marion. I mean, that's a big one, actually. Mike Miller and Kendrick Perkins. Where is Perkins going? I think Perkins should hit up Dallas.
I feel like Perkins signed with the Hornets. Or the Pelicans, sorry.
Oh, right.
The New Orleans team.
Yeah. I feel like he should go to Dallas. Dallas needs him. Kendrick should go there. Alright, so lineup for this team. For this team, we got, obviously, Kyrie Irving in at the point guard slot. He's not back yet, though. He's still recovering. Yeah. I'm not sure. They
we'll
said
see some Williams and Matty Dellavedova.
Yeah, but I mean, they said he should be back for the season opener. I'm pretty sure they were talking about Irving coming in. I guess we'll see. Shooting guard, obviously, Iman Shumpert out for potentially the season.
Right.
So I'm saying J.R. Smith is going to be their starter opening night. Obviously, LeBron James is going to be starting at small forward now that Sean Marion's gone. So, you can't bench James. Power forward, Kevin Love. He's recovered, right? He's doing full sets. He's doing full sets in practice now.
I think he's back. But I think LeBron is out for the rest of the preseason with a back.
Yeah, he had something.
He'll be back.
He's just icing it or something, they've said.
He just doesn't want to play in preseason.
It's pointless anyway. Love's rocking a new hairstyle. I don't know if you saw either. But he's looking awesome. Center, Anderson Varejao, who I'm giving the nod to simply because he's making that much money. But honestly, I feel they could go Mozgov simply because Mozgov's play in the postseason for them. He obviously has a lot more upside. He's younger than Varejao. But I don't know what they plan to do with Varejao, really, if they're paying him that much money just to, sit on their bench again.
I don't think it really matters with the Cavs. I think whatever lineup works for them.
Yeah, that's true.
If Varejao's healthy, that's fine. But Varejao's missed, almost an average of 30 games a year past couple of years. So Mozgov is definitely going to step in the starting role.
I find it really tough. This front court, obviously this lineup is stacked with, huge upside. Just simply because you have James, Love, and Irving. But, I mean, your front court is a huge logjam. You have all of their big players are making starter money. You have Varejao, Love, Thompson if he ever gets that deal signed.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I know they just yanked the $80 million offer to him, but if he had signed that, could you imagine? You have Mozgov making starter cash too.
Yeah, Thompson's definitely going to be back, and there's going to be a lot of front court issues, and we'll probably see a lot of LeBron at the 4 as well. So somebody might be going just to clear some cap space.
Yeah, they need to. They're in that luxury tax hard.
Yeah.
And honestly, your backcourt, they've so much invested in that front court, but their backcourt is still kind of lacking. I know everyone was saying, oh, they brought in Mo Williams, that's great. Mo Williams is, such good depth at the point guard spot, but, I mean, Kyrie Irving is consistently hurt. Every year he gets some big injury that knocks him out. So he's consistently hurt at 23 years old. Iman Shumpert is consistently hurt 24-year-old. He always gets an injury that knocks him out for a while. J.R. Smith, we know him. We have this.
Yeah.
We have the fun facts on J.R. Smith already. Dellavedova showed what he was in the playoffs. He's a great, energy defender. He's more like a mini Kenneth Faried or something. He gives all of his energy. and leaves it all on the floor, but he's not.
He's a limited player, basically.
Yeah, he's not a sniper. He's not a passer. He's just a hustle guy. And then you have Mo Williams, who's turning 33 already. You know,
He's still pretty solid,
but he's
like
declining, and he needs the
if
ball.
you give him starter minutes, it'll be ugly.
He needs the ball in order to be effective. He's not a defender. He's kind of too small to be a good defender, and he's not a passer. You know, he's never been a passer. So, I mean, I don't know what like. He's an upgrade, sure. He's an upgrade from last year, but I don't think he's that much of an upgrade that's like a championship, changing thing. Like, oh, we had Mo Williams in the finals. That would have been different. Like, no, not really.
So let's go into our big stats.
Yeah, sure.
For me, I had 29-4. So that was the Cavs record with the lineup of Kyrie Irving, LeBron, Kevin Love, Timothy Mozgov, and J.R. Smith starting. So that's probably the best record for any lineup in the league over around a 30-game stretch. But like we were mentioning before, the injury problem is definitely going to be looming over them, especially with Love recovering, Irving being Irving, and J.R. Smith and LeBron possibly having some nagging injury problems. So this team is relatively deep, but it's not as good as that starting five, and especially with that three-man lineup of Irving, James, and Love.
Yeah, for sure. My stat is very similar to that. I have number of games missed for this team. LeBron obviously said a couple weeks ago, he said he wants to make healthier choices this season. We saw last season he took off a long stretch of games not because he was like out of commission, but because he didn't want to strain himself. And I mean, it's not a wrong move because obviously they're gonna be fine no matter what. But you see less LeBron there. You're gonna see Irving get injured. Love's consistently injured with Irving. Shumpert's already out. Verajao always gets injured. I mean, if you have LeBron having to sit out games with that back injury that we've seen recurring over and over again this past 2 years now, I mean, I don't know. Wasn't it also actually in the Spurs series when he was with the Heat? Wasn't that where he got cramps in his
Yeah,
back?
I think that's unrelated. I think he was just dehydrated for that game. I didn't really hear anything out of him having an injured back.
Okay. I don't know. I remember that was when the injuries started with him, I feel. Like, you saw it in that season, and then after that, Superman just started showing holes in his invulnerability. Because he was, like, near perfect. He was never that injured, and then now back issues just popped up. But, I mean, I guess after...
He's LeBron, and he's probably going to get through it.
Yeah, exactly. So, big picture for this team. I mean, I have them... They have 3 of the top 20 talents. Injuries or not, they're going to cruise in the East to at least the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, unless you see LeBron get knocked out of commission for good. If LeBron suffers an ACL tear or something like that, we change the story. But if LeBron's just taking off a couple of games or whatever and then he comes back in, I think they get to the Eastern Conference Finals. There might be a challenge there. We've seen a lot of vamped up teams out in the East. They might challenge them in the Eastern Conference Finals, but I don't think there's enough depth there to challenge them going there.
Yeah, exactly. I think the Cavs are probably going to cruise to the Eastern Conference Finals as well. But like you were saying, there really isn't any team that can match up to the Cavs this year. I mean, if the Cavs were in the Western Conference, there would be a different story, but for them, even with just LeBron, Kyrie, or LeBron and Love, that's an easy Eastern Conference Finals team. But I think the one thing that could potentially deter them is the whole Tristan Thompson situation, whether the team implodes due to Thompson just like being a distraction throughout the season.
That's already been noted, right? LeBron was already taken.
Yeah, LeBron posted on Instagram. He's like, "Get it done." With a picture of him and Thompson at a wedding or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a pretty long and really weird process for Tristan Thompson, and he's a pretty important player. He was really important for them in the Warriors series.
Yeah, he was the reason they got so they cruise so easily to the finals. I feel, he was killing the Bulls also with that rebounding.
Yep.
Um, yeah, no, I think. Well, another thing I think that's gonna happen, I would look for them to make a trade. If Thompson signed, I think they're making some sort of trade with the
You see
amount.
them dropping Varejao or something?
Someone, I think they're trading one of those front court players to get some wing depth.
Yeah, they really don't have any picks right now, but I don't know any teams that would be willing to take on Varajao's contract or even Mozgov. There's a lot of big contracts, and I don't really know if there's any buyers on the market for big contracts.
I'm not saying it will happen. I'm saying they're going to dangle it out there. I think they're going to try to make a trade because, if J.R. Smith's your starter for the whole season, I think you want someone behind him.
Yep.
Yeah, so going in, what do you have as this team's excitement scale?
I have them at a 9.0, considering it's LeBron James and it's Kyrie Irving and it's Kevin Love. They're going to be on ESPN basically every Friday. They're going to be on TNT every Thursday.
Yeah.
And you're going to be seeing them a lot, just like how LeBron's been ever since he came into this league.
Yep.
They're going to draw a lot of attention, and any potential matchup with a Western Conference team is going to be like a potential finals preview.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Even them against the Bulls. Those will be huge games.
Yeah, I agree. I have them at a 9.0 as well. Because, honestly, we've seen it for how many years now? James just makes the game itself beautiful. Like, he plays every position. He's great at playing every position. And then once you factor in, throwing a Kyrie crossover, if you just...
And you're throwing in J.R. Smith as well.
Yeah, no, definitely. Oh, a more involved Kevin Love, too. You see Kevin Love, rediscover that Minnesota game he used to have. And even, few Mozgov post-game interviews. Those were fun. You see Mozgov start speaking in Russian to the little lady and she has no idea what to say.
Do you see that Mozgov pizza commercial?
No, I have not.
Should look that up. Mozgov's basically advertising for a random pizza place in the Cleveland metropolitan area. And yeah, that's going to be pretty exciting.
I don't know. I find that great. I find it hysterical when a player like that can just throw in. It's like a mini Chris Bosh photobomb thing, except he has no idea he's actually making people laugh.
Yep.
All right, so what do you see for this team for this season?
We mentioned before that they're definitely going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals. Whether they're better than Western Conference teams, I don't know if they're better than the Warriors when healthy. I don't know if they're better than the Spurs when healthy. And they might be able to beat Atlanta and Chicago, but if they get to the finals, which there's a high probability that they will, I don't know how well they'll do. But LeBron, like in Miami, he needs a year to just get the chemistry right and to get the team right.
Definitely.
And maybe we might see him win again this year.
Definitely. Yeah, I have them as a 60-win team this year. Obviously they only won 53 games last year, but that was because they had all of those issues at the start. There was a lot of chemistry problems. There was James missing games and Kevin Love not finding himself.
There's David Blatt as a rookie coach. So
exactly.
That'll be an improvement this year.
So, I look to see them in the finals. Definitely. I think they might have a series in the Eastern Conference Finals, but I don't think they're going to lose it. I think they're going to get into the finals. And then, it depends on who they draw there, because Western Conference is always tough to predict, and they're always more exhausted than the Eastern Conference winners. So, then social media.
I just looked this up. Iman Shumpert, he rapped over Drake's song Hotline Bling. How do you feel about Iman Shumpert's rap career? Where do you rank him in top 5 NBA rappers of all time?
I put him really high up there just because I have a Knicks bias. When he first revealed 21 Shump Street, that was his moniker back in the day. I remember he had that video when he was wearing the Mellow jersey backwards, walking through New York City.
2003 in LA.
Yeah, exactly like that. I forget what the song was even called. I haven't listened to Shumpert rap in forever.
It was like the Kanye West song Click. Was he talking about Ain't Nobody Messing With My Knicks?
No, not that one. But yeah, that was another song he put out. I don't know. He's got talent as a rapper. I think you know, he might should pursue that a little bit less, maybe focus more on developing a consistent jump shot. But
Yeah.
I think it's good. It's a nice hobby to have.
Yes, I mean, secretly LeBron might be the best rapper on the team, but we don't know yet. LeBron's probably good at everything.
Oh, no, definitely. He plays the violin. I don't know
Yeah.
if you've seen that. That's just insane to me. J.R. Smith. I feel like J.R. Smith might secretly be a gentleman.
He's just trying to give the pipe to the world,
Yeah,
basically.
he just won't let anyone see how kind he truly is. What a worldly man he is. When he goes home, he actually rubs off his tattoos. They're just like paste-ons.
But
Oh,
just this Cavs team, like there's so many personalities you just forget. There's even like Richard Jefferson, like throwing down random dunks.
oh yeah. Didn't he just turn back the clock in a
Yeah,
preseason
like,
game?
yeah, just this past week he dunked on somebody and the bench went crazy. But it's something to look forward to for the Cavs, other than LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love.
Yeah, no, they have a lot of like fun players. Just
Yeah.
fun on and off the court. All right. Well, I guess that's it then for this one. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for listening to Second Round Steals, our NBA podcast. Please be sure to check out the rest of our 2015-2016 NBA team previews, and stay tuned. We're going to have a lot of different podcasts, probably weekly, and we'll be there every step of the way covering all the drama, great games, great plays, and highlights of the NBA season. So please be sure to check us out on iTunes, on SoundCloud, and on YouTube for your podcast needs. And stay tuned for more content outside of podcasts, like videos and articles, and even probably live discussions. Thanks for listening.